Hey, what's up, Army? Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to share this space with me. I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to get into it. I got stuck for a second. I'm just going to get into it. The last couple days, this message that I have today has been coming in pieces. Spirit has been tirelessly working to try and get this through to me, and it came together this morning while I was at work, so I couldn't come on here. All I could do was jot down some quick notes and process it. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just gonna get into it. I'm feeling a little I don't know what I'm feeling, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if it's nerves. I don't know what it is. It's like this is for somebody very specific. And I'm just going to say it. Okay. So this copycat criminal energy continues to come up. It came up in the last reading, and it came up in, I don't know what reading it was, but it's literally titled the Copycat Criminal. Okay. But what I am getting is that this is not just a copycat. This is not just, in that other reading, I got somebody's copying somebody's imagination. This is not just a copycat as far as actions. This is like a clone. This is two people. Maybe it's a twin. I don't know, but this is I'm not getting a twin, because it's like the replica, the copy wants to replace the original is what I'm getting. And I'll tell you why. Okay? First, I want to start off with what I said in the last reading. The last reading, if you watched it, I said 24601, 24601, and I started singing 24601, and I said it was from Les Mis, right? Well, when that came through, I just did not pick up on what Spirit was trying to tell me until after I finished recording that night. I got the rest of that. Like, I really thought about it, and I'm going to explain it to you if you are unfamiliar with Les Mis, the play Les Miserables. I just say Les Mis. I've known this play since I was 12 years old. I have it memorized. So in this song where he screams 24601, like I said, the song is called Who Am I? And it's sung by Jean Valjean. Maybe you saw the movie. They did do the movie. Maybe you saw the movie. The movie was good. Anne Hathaway was amazing in that movie. It completely changed my perspective of her, but I digress. Okay. So, just to give you a quick backstory, Jean Valjean was in jail for 19 years or something ridiculous like that, right? He gets out of jail. And then you have Javert, who because I can't remember what his exact title is, let's call him Jean Valjean's parole officer. Jean Valjean gets out of jail. He's like on leave. He's like on parole. Okay, he's supposed to be checking in. And instead of checking in, he takes off, changes his identity. And Javert becomes obsessed with catching him. Years and years down the line, Jean Valjean catches wind that he's been captured. But he obviously hasn't been captured, because he's him. He's got a new identity. He's like the mayor of a town with his new identity. But apparently, Jean Valjean was captured. And in this song, Who Am I? he's having this crisis of conscience where he's trying to decide whether or not he lets this person go to jail in his place or owns up to who he is. He's confused. He's like, do I let this, do I like maintain my freedom, and if I let this person go to jail in my place, then I'm free forever, or do I own up to it? Will I be able to sleep with myself? Or, will I be able, sleep with myself, right? Will I be able to face myself knowing that somebody else is in jail because of, or, in place of me? And he says in the line, this innocent who bears my face. And in the song, in the play, I guess, whatever, he ends up going to the courtroom where this other man that looks like him, his lookalike, is on trial for something that he did. This innocent man is on trial, and he goes in there and he says, it's actually me. And then he opens up his shirt and he has his tattoo. He shows them his tattoo with his prison number on it, 24601, to prove who he is. That being said, this copycat, either this copycat doesn't have a tattoo that the original has. I'm getting that there's like I've been getting this in any reading that this copycat energy, this copycat criminal has come up. There's a slight difference. There's a slight deviation between the two of them, and Spirit is showing me like those puzzles where you have like, it's a page of like 50 different penguins and they all look the same, and you got to find the one that looks different. And maybe it's like they all have a scarf on with 3 stripes, and there's one with just 2 stripes, or there's one with just 1 stripe on his scarf. This is a slight deviation, but this is like in regards to a tattoo. Because you see, a clone is like, or the only word I can think, the clone is the best word that fits what is happening. It's like somebody who has replicated somebody else, duplicated, like I don't know why I'm struggling with this. There's a slight deviation with tattoos. It's like the original tattoo is flawed somehow. It's like somebody cloned themselves to be somebody else, and they did too perfect of a job. Like there's like no wear and tear on the tattoos, maybe, or there's I don't know. But like I said, Spirit keeps showing me like one of those puzzles, but like which one of these is not like the other kind of thing. It's a very slight deviation. And then as I was processing that and I was talking to Spirit about that, then I heard, which again reiterates the whole like duplicate energy. I heard Marissa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny. If you haven't seen that movie, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Okay, so Marissa Tomei in My Cousin Vinny, and I heard her say the defense is wrong. I heard it so clear in my head. No, the defense is wrong. Now, I'll give you Cliff Notes version of My Cousin Vinny if you haven't seen My Cousin Vinny. Okay, My Cousin Vinny, he's the lawyer defending his cousins, and his cousins are brought up on like robbery charges or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's been a while since I've seen it. Okay, they're brought up on robbery charges because their car matches the description of the car in the robbery, and they match the description of the burglars. So It's Joe Pesci, right? I think it's Joe Pesci. So Joe Pesci calls Marissa Tomei to the stand, right? Because she's like a car expert. Like she knows all there is to know about cars. Like she grew up in a shop that's all around mechanics and all this other stuff. Okay. So he shows her the cars. And he was like, the defense seems to think that this is the defendant's car. And she was like, the defense is wrong because the cars, they're two different makes and models, but they look identical. And there were skid marks on the pavement. What she call it? Positive traction? What is that? What it is? One of them has positive traction and the other one doesn't. So one of them without the positive traction or with the positive traction, I don't really remember. They like drive up, like the skid marks are like up on the curb. So if it was the defendant's car, their wheel would have been on the street and the other wheel would have just kept spinning. But the tire tracks were level, like the car balanced itself out where one tire was here and the other tire was on the curb. And she said you could only do that with positive traction or without I'm not really sure, but that's how she proved the difference between the two cars, and that's how she proved that these guys were innocent. They had the wrong guys, but the cars were identical. Once again, I'm saying I'm not saying, Spirit is telling me that there is a slight deviation. So we have a slight deviation in tattoos. There's something with tattoos and there's something with the car. Like somebody copied somebody's car, but the car is too perfect. Like there's something on the original's car that the other one doesn't know about. What I don't know what, a cigarette burn on the inside, or like, you know, like they got mad one day and fucking dented their fender, kicked it. Like there's deviations. At first glance, it looks identical, but there is some deviation. And as I was processing that, I got this yesterday too, eyebrows. And I was like, eyebrows? What's up with the eyebrows? And it came up again today. And I was like, okay, eyebrows. What, the eyebrows are different? There's some difference in the eyebrows. And then I heard eyebrows. When my son was little, he didn't say eyebrows. He said eyebrows. And I'm like, eyebrows? What, the eyes are brown? And then I remembered how the other day I saw one blue eye and one brown eye. One of these people has brown eyes and wears blue contacts, and the other one has blue eyes. From what I'm getting, because like I said, a clone is like an exact replica, right? So it's like, this part makes me uncomfortable because I don't want to identify one as clone and one is not, but logic tells me that if somebody has brown eyes and wears blue contacts and somebody else was looking to copy them, or they were a clone, then their eyes would be blue, but it could be vice versa. I don't know. That's for whoever this is for to figure out. I'm not going to say the brown-eyed person is the real one and the blue-eyed person is the clone. I'm not going to say that because I'm not an investigator and I don't know what the fuck this is applying to. All I'm saying is this is what Spirit is showing me. Somebody has blue eyes and somebody has brown eyes and blue contacts. So then I got, like, whoever copied too perfectly. It's like, it's like if someone was to see a picture of my art and just take it at face value, right? Just try and copy it for what it is. I use a lot of layers. I use a lot of different colors. I use a lot of stuff. And you could try and copy it, but like I said, I use a lot of layers. I use a lot of different colors. I use sparkles. I use all kinds of stuff in my art. So it's like if somebody was to copy my art, it would be perfect. It would be missing a layer. Or if it was to be based on a picture, because pictures don't do things justice all the time. It would be one color off, one shade off, missing sparkle where there is sparkle. I use color shift paint in places that doesn't show in pictures. This is somebody thinks they know. Somebody has copied something thinking that they know everything, and they don't. The original has flaws. The original has wear and tear. The original has been through life. Has it's like if someone was to go and get plastic surgery and look like me, they're gonna take my face at face value, right? They're gonna leave out all my zit scars and my little, like, whatever the hell this is on my face here. They're gonna make themselves a flawless version of me. That's the difference. That's how you know the original from the copy. The copy is AI generated. The copy is the perfect version. But real life and real people are not perfect. There's wrinkles, you know. Like I said, if somebody was to get plastic surgery to look like me, maybe they could do it to look just like me and get my hair, but they're not gonna put crow's feet in, right? They're gonna try and be the better version of me. Their teeth are gonna be perfectly white. My teeth are not perfectly white. They're not gonna have, they're gonna give themselves a, minus my my double chin. You know what? Do you, bro? I don't know who this is for, but it is like, I'm gonna move on. I also got the quote that came up in the last reading when the copycat energy resurfaced. Okay, arrogance requires advertising. Confidence speaks for itself. This copy version is out there in the world like bragging. It's the only word. Bragging. I don't know. Like let's say somebody looks exactly like a celebrity. They're out there like taking credit. Like people are mistaking them for the actual celebrity, and they're like taking credit, like, thank you. I know you want me to sign your autograph. Like they're signing autographs. They're fucking pretending. They're like, yeah, I do just look just like her, right? I do, right? I know. Let me sign your autograph right here. And it's not them. They're like taking the credit. They're bragging about it. They're almost, I'm hearing guest signing, guest appearances. It's like there are celebrity lookalikes, right? But from what I know, they're making a living as a look-alike. This person is not saying that they're a look-alike. They're saying that they're the original. And not only that, but I got that this person is like, it's like, let's put it back to like celebrity, right? When we're talking about arrogance and confidence. Confidence is, you know who you are. And maybe you don't want to be bothered. And somebody will be like, oh my God, are you so and so? I'll be like, no, I get that all the time. Have a great day. No. This person is like, yes, I am. I am. So nice to meet you. Yes. It's a difference. And this person may also have bragged to somebody about setting up the original. Like they're so confident that they are going to get away with what they've done to the original, or how they've taken advantage of the original, or how, like, they're so confident that they have, so somebody knows that this person is a big fat fucking liar, fraud. Somebody knows because this person didn't know how to keep their mouth shut, and they had to go around and brag about it and be like, man, this better not be somebody literally copying me and making money off my shit, because bro, because I don't like the example Spirit is giving me right now. It's that's the example that they're giving me. Like, say it's like what I heard was, yeah, I'm making money off of this person's stuff and they don't even know it. I'm doing this, that, and they don't even know it. So they feel entitled to all of it. They've really taken on this personality, this role, this copy version, unable to be them fucking selves, obviously. They're like, Spirit is still using me as an example, and it's kind of irritating me, but we're gonna go with it, okay? It's like this person, this is pure example, I fucking hope. It's like this person has no artistic talent whatsoever. So they can't even pull that part off. They're literally paying somebody else to copy my artwork. But it's just a copy. It's just a copy. And if anyone needs to authenticate that shit, the copy is too perfect. Regardless of who we're talking about, the message is the copy, the clone is too perfect. And I asked Spirit, how do you, I don't remember how I worded it. But it was like, it was after the eye thing. And it's like, how do you know which one is the copy, right? And they showed me the end of the movie The Island. If you haven't seen that movie, I really don't know what you're doing with your life, because that is an awesome movie, The Island. And The Island is all about clones, okay? And like rich people, politicians and celebrities and stuff that have clones just in case they need body parts. And the clone, like, they don't know that that's what they are. They think they're like living on a contaminated planet and they're waiting to be escorted off or winning the lottery to go to the island where they're going to live in luxury for the rest of their lives. But the island is just an operating room where their organs are harvested to save the life of their whatever you call it, their donor, whatever you want to call it. But Ewan McGregor like wakes up to this shit like, yo, what's up? What do you mean we're like, he figures it out and he breaks out and he finds his actual person, like, that he's supposed to be a clone of, and he finds that guy and he ends up like switching spots with him. Like the guy is like, all right, I'll be right back, and he like goes and gets like the authorities or like the clone people, and he's like, what the hell, why is my clone standing in my fucking living room? And then it's like the cops come and they're like, like freeze, and the guy's like, I'm the original, and the clone is like, no, I'm the original. And he had like this bracelet on that like identifies him as like the clone, like let's call it a hospital bracelet, and he like switches it onto the original, so then the authorities think that the original's the clone's the original. That's what Spirit showed me. The clone wants to get rid of the original. The clone wants to get rid of the original because the clone, copycat, the big fat fucking liar, doesn't know how to get their own personality, and they really enjoy it. Oh my God, that's that energy again. I just realized I've been getting this for a lot longer than I thought. The talented Mr. Ripley energy. Seeing somebody else in their life and adopting it. The talented Mr. Ripley, though, he actually eliminated them and moved on. That's that energy, though. The clone, the copy, big fat fucking liar, wants to take over somebody else's life. What I wrote was, the clone wants the original to crumble so they can take over. The clone wants to be the only one by any means necessary. She's got me a little, because of the art examples and stuff, it's got me a little fucked up, honestly. Honestly, I can't lie. There's someone out there making money off my art while all my original paintings are sitting in my fucking room collecting dust. Oh yeah, that'd be fucking great. Listen, that's what I have. That's what I have. 2905. That's what I have for you. That is what Spirit has been tirelessly working to tell me these past few days. I don't know how it switched from somebody else to me as an example, especially with the blue eyes and the brown. I don't have blue eyes. I have brown eyes. I've had brown eyes my entire life. So that's another thing that Spirit was giving me. If the blue-eyed person, the brown-eyed person with blue contacts, It's something about your birth certificate. The birth certificate has your real eye color on it. The birth certificate is a fake, I'm hearing. The clone's birth certificate is a fake. The clone's birth certificate. Once again, I don't want to say the original has brown eyes and the clone has blue eyes, even though that's what it feels like. But there are details that are being missed in whatever's going on to whoever this pertains to. Oh my God, I totally forgot about that part. So I'm going through all of this, having this conversation with Spirit. No, I was not talking out loud, just so you know. I'm getting this information, I'm going through all of this, and then all of a sudden my tablet, my work, like I have this tablet at work that is on a docking station in my vehicle, and it tracks everything I do. It tracks where I am. It can even it'll tell my boss if my bus is on or off. It'll tell him how fast I'm going. Like, I'm monitored by GPS. My speed, everything is monitored by GPS. If I brake too hard, if I turn too fast, all of it is monitored by GPS. Needless to say, while I was processing all of this, my tablet started going bananas. It started freaking beeping like crazy. It was like going on and off the charge. Like, it was just totally fucking acting up. So I said, okay, like I I was like, okay, all right, confirmation. I get it. Can we stop? Because it was annoying the shit out of me. Like, it just kept beeping and beeping and beeping. And I was like, okay, I get it. And then it stopped. And then I remembered the GPS. And then I remembered a conversation that I had with my friend. I was on the phone with him, and I just got an email of you. I don't know if anyone knows, but Google sends you those emails. Here's all the places you visited in the last month. And it's kind of sad sometimes because, most of the time I just go like from home to work to Target to the gas station to work and back home. So it's like I look at it and I'm like, but needless to say, I remembered how I said to my friend, if anyone was trying to set me up, at least I have this. Because he was freaked out by it. He was like, oh my God, like you can't even hide anything from your wife. You can't hide anything from your spouse. You can't hide anything from anybody with something like that. And I was like, no, you know what? I don't give a shit. Anyone trying to set me up, they know exactly where I've been. That's another thing. Somebody's GPS can prove where they were and where they weren't. Yeah, deviation from the norm I just heard. It's reminding me of what I spoke to you guys about the other day about making different choices. It's reminding me of the gang stalking video that I sent you the other day. It's like, do something different. It's like it's easy to set somebody up. It's easy to set up certain scenarios when all you do is go to the same places all the time. It's like, oh, well, on Wednesday around 3:00, they're going to be over here food shopping. So, it's like somebody's observing your habits. Switch it up. Switch it up. It's like, because you go to a certain place all the time, like they can make something happen there and make it look like the other person did it. I don't know, man. This is fucking weird. I don't know who this is for. I almost said from. I don't know who this is for, but these messages will not stop. And if there's somebody out there fucking copying me, man, I wouldn't. They're right. I wouldn't know it. So that's up to law enforcement to figure that one out. what is that? And I'm hearing Missy Elliott. What does she say? What does she say? Something can't copy me. Ah, I can't think of what it is. Well, that's all I'm hearing is can't copy me. Dun, 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 dun. Get your freak on. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think this is annoying and it's sad. I also got one last thing that I totally forgot about because it's on the other side of this paper. I saw this movie a couple weeks ago, Night Watch. And I don't know if you've seen that movie. That was a good movie. This guy's like a night watch agent. He's like, his job is to like spend all night sitting next to a phone just in case somebody calls. And it's like the only people who have this phone number are like secret agents. So this lady calls and, like her family's being killed or something like that. And he decides to protect her. But he's working with like all these government officials and there's like a leak because every time he tries to hide somewhere and protect the witness, the woman that called him, every time he goes to hide somewhere to protect her, somebody shows up and tries to like off them and he, can't figure out who, what, where, or why. So he leaves her in his friend's house and he goes to speak to his friend government official. She's like Homeland Security or the vice president or some shit. I don't freaking remember, but it's like his friend. She's the lady that got him that job. They talk to each other all the time. Whatever. So he goes and he talks to her and she was like, "Where's the witness?" And he was like, she's in a safe place. And, she'll come out when she feels that it's safe. She'll come out when she realizes that we're no longer in danger or whatever it was that he said to her. And the lady turns around and says, "Okay, well, go get her from your officer friend's house and we'll figure this out." And he never said that she was at his officer friend's house. So it's like the spirit is showing me that somebody needs to pay attention to like words, like if you're trying to figure out where the leak is. I don't know, man. It's like I feel two ways about that. Like, is that helping somebody figure shit out? Or is that helping somebody cover shit up? I don't know. So I don't even want to elaborate on that. But I did get that while I was actually right before I came on. I was sitting outside and I was like, what else? And that's what I got. So, yeah. The copy is too perfect. And I said that in that copycat criminal video. I said there's something missing. There's a missing piece. There's something that they don't know that the police know, or like there's a piece missing, and that piece is going to help whoever is innocent in whatever the fuck this is. I'm going to leave it at that because I don't even know what else to say. I could go ahead and pull cards, but it's 39 minutes already. Like what else? This is like I said, this is what Spirit's been giving me. And yeah, the defense is wrong. I almost want to go watch that movie. I don't know. I hope this helps somebody. If you're still with me, you are a real one. Or maybe you're a fake one. Who knows? Only you know. But thank you for being here. And I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of this because this has had a hold on me for a couple days. So I'm just going to get out of this. I got it all out. I was very nervous. But there it is. there you have it. I hope it reaches whoever the hell it's meant for. And thank you all once again for being here. Thank you for doing all that you do to help this channel grow and to help these messages reach all those who need to hear them the most. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You're beautiful. I love you.